Hello, hello, hello. I am Tiny Joy now, and today we are building the dude's house for the Big Lebowski LP. It's so awkward to say that. The Big Lebowski LP. For my Big Lebowski LP. Uh, this house was a lot of fun to do. As you can see, I'm just kind of building the general shape of it. I'm still new to speed building, but I'm doing the best I can to try not to move the camera because once fast forward, as you can see now, it can be very disorienting, and I have a lot of I totally get that. I myself dislike it when creators do that. But for now, it's funny. Each time I approach a build, I approach it in a new way. So sometimes I'm really focused on the interior because that's gonna, define how the shape's gonna be, or I'm really focused on the color. In this particular one, I was focused on the layout of it initially, which I would say your average builder does, but this is quite unique for me. And in the Big Lebowski, you never really see the outside of his house, so I had the liberty of having fun of how I felt it would look. And also, I had to kind of stylize this because he lives in kind of an apartment situation, so there would be neighbors. So this is kind of my best version of making it half home, half apartment-y feel to it. I'm adding the windows now. In the movie, the windows are a lot smaller, but that's okay. We're having fun with this. As you notice, I don't put any light in the hallway because of the famous scene in the very beginning with the bathroom and the nihilists come in and, or actually not the nihilists, the Goonies for, I think it's Green Tree, the mafia guy. I don't remember his name exactly. So he gets beat up in the bathroom. So it was really important for me to have the bathroom at the end of the hallway viewing the front door. That's like one of the biggest layouts. I actually had to look over this movie a couple times because they never exactly show the whole layout. I have to kind of just piece it together and make my guess the best I can. But I think I did a pretty decent job of getting the feel of it. Now, as you can see, the dude, the dude lives a very interesting life. I actually had a lot of fun doing this apartment because I don't normally make such dilapidated, kind of grungy, ugly apartments. But the dude lives in one. He's a writer. He's living off of the last of, his royalty, so to speak. But, he's not stressed about it. He's pretty chill about it. So he's not in a particularly upset mood about it. But he also doesn't care that most of his stuff has gone to shit, and he also doesn't own a lot of things. So I made sure there was lots of cracks in the walls, lots of stains. Thank goodness to city living, we have those dirty countertops. But one thing I love about the dude a lot, as you notice, he he always has kind of an interesting, like, on one hand, while he doesn't have a lot of things and you can tell he doesn't put a lot of thought process into what he chooses to buy via like a couch or something, or necessarily where to place it. But then he'll have like randomly a really nice painting put in the weirdest corner of the room. And it kind of feels like he did that on purpose and he was really happy about it. And, he kind of smiles at that painting each day. That's why, like, in the hallway, there's some postcards. Like, he made an effort to go be friends with people, but he doesn't care that there's only two postcards and they're not put together the best. Uh, I had a lot of fun having to think about, like, okay, sure, there's a painting, but where would it go? It has to be somewhere, out of place, not making completely sense. And there can't be too many paintings, and there has to be a mix between kind of have it look old school, and it was a lot of fun to do. Now, he is a bowler, and I contemplated putting that big, bowling piece in, but I feel like that would more define Walter's character. Sure, the dude has probably won some games or done decently well, but I just, as that's him, like right there, like he has this golden award, and he would totally be the type of guy to just shove it in the corner. Of course, I have to put my, booze and make it look extra messy. I don't know if you saw, but in the kitchen, I put a skull because it would feel like to me that his character would literally just be like, cool, skull. Yeah, this looks good in the kitchen. He does a lot of things that are unintentionally deep. And I feel like somehow putting the skull representing death and your food representing life would be a subconscious joke to him. Or he would be aware of it and he would laugh about it. As you can see, there's tons of little, you know, bags or crates of papers and bills, because I imagine he does work. He does write when he has inspiration. So there's ideas, you know, scattered around. As you can tell, again, same combination of fun where it's like on one hand he has an actual night table, but then he has a crate for the other side. I was trying to decide what to do for this bathroom. Is the pinnacle of some of the best, you know, scenes. He gets beat up a lot in this poor bathtub. Now his bathtub does have a curtain, but I think the main point is that you can see him and that it's pink in this beautiful, weird, but it works colored room. I don't know. I just freaking love the set design people in this. Again, had to make it old. Again, have to put another weird painting in it. Anyways, one of the last things I really contemplate as I'm building is the rug. Oh, the rug. And I had to think about, well, what rug would I want to ultimately start with and then want to end with? So I thought of that out and I picked the correct rug. And that's one thing I like about this rug is he just leaves it in the middle of the room, not near the living room, you know, not in his bedroom, just in the middle of the room. Again, he picked that rug and he really, you know, thought out, I'm going to put it in the middle of the room. He just really intrigues me as a character, and I actually can really relate to that type of mentality of like most of the time not caring and then randomly being like, yep, I want this here and I have a reason for it. Normally I can get kind of lazy about the train outside, but I decided to put in the extra effort and I think it really completes the vibe of the house. So, you know, make sure to do that in your own builds. Trying to mimic a mix between Willow Creek and kind of LA, kind of a little bit of a deserty vibe. But the screenshots are coming up though, and I hope you guys really liked this build. Oh, look at it. Oh, I'm so excited to play in this. And please, please, please check out my The Big Lebowski LP. Have a nice day, guys, and enjoy yourself.